Previously,
we wish to recruit you as
welcome to the Traitors. Let's go. Episode 6.
Anna is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, she is. We're watching this live on Twitch if you're watching this on YouTube. Link in the description. Right then. What's gonna happen?
these murders. I worried that I wouldn't be able to cope. Coping just fine.
Dan's in my fave 5. You can let him know from me. Mina's in my fave 5 as well. Oh, Stream Elements has just realised I'm streaming. Thanks, Stream Elements. Good job.
But why would she play this game if she's not going to tell a lie? This is what I mean.
She could lie. She just probably wouldn't swear to God. The suspicion on Lisa based on her reaction to Leanne makes no sense. I'm hoping someone realises soon. Most of the accusations don't make sense. That's true.
You have been murdered.
Yeah.
Thank you, Freddie.
I do agree, Chase, but I do think there's been a lot of vitriol towards her online, apparently. Like, I don't like how she plays the game at all, but people, like, personally attacking her and stuff online, there's no need for that. I know no one I know would be involved in that, but in case anyone's watching that's new here, either on Twitch or on the subsequent YouTube video, you shouldn't do that. If you've been doing that, you're, I don't know, bit of a loser.
No. I was sorry that I'd murdered Liv, but it had to be done.
Linda's such a bad actress. I don't know how Linda, if she gets to the end of this episode without being banished, she's halfway through. She should have gone on episode 1. Like, I don't dislike Linda, but how is she still here? She's so bad. She's possibly the worst traitor I've ever seen. She's having none of it. I like her. I forgot. I'm so bad with names. I still don't have everyone's names down.
I was really close to Libby.
She's still here. I feel like more people are cooking on to her maybe being a traitor. And I feel like
Is this the episode? Does she not make it halfway?
Just adding up in my head.
Linda's reaction actually made her look really guilty.
Yep.
If you're gonna cry, you need to actually cry. She overdid the performance. She didn't need to do all that.
I think Mina's probably one of the best traitors I've seen, and Linda's one of the worst, so they balanced out so far. I'm curious what's going to happen with Anna. She told, was it Charlotte?
Livy was taken by the traitors. And on the subject of honesty, it's nearly time for a mission.
On the subject of honesty. Isn't it like an obligatory part of every season to have that one where you have to answer questions about who you think is the most this or the least that? So maybe it's that mission today. What am I wearing? I'm wearing my traitor's cloak. What are you wearing? With your dirty talk.
The traitors have been gunning for me since day 1. How am I still here? I'm shocked. I want to get my secret out, and I want to get it out fast.
Have they been gunning for us since day 1?
I got a letter from the traitors asking me to.
Why didn't you mention this yesterday?
So I thought it was our only clue. I thought I wasn't gonna be here. I thought I was gonna be murdered.
If you didn't accept the offer, why didn't you tell all of us yesterday that, guys, I just got recruited? Why have you been hiding that? And now you've only told selected people, so it's interesting to see if Anna's going to confess at the round table today.
I get what Fozy is getting at. There's not much point in Anna hiding the fact that she was recruited from the whole group, because the only people who knew by default were the traitors.
I'm suspecting everybody because, like, I think, why am I still in this game? I've not had a single vote at 5 round tables. The only reasons I could still be here are the fact that I'm very close to a traitor, and that would be Mina.
Uh-oh.
Or they just think I'm a bit of a joke, and my reads are completely off.
That's literally the first time I've seen anyone mention Mina, I think. Dan's smart, so that might be bad. I'm not talking today's episode, but over, like, the next few episodes, that might not be great.
I was watching around the breakfast table, as I'm sure everybody was.
Are you going to say Linda?
My question to you guys who've been in here a little while is, were they close?
I've never seen them talk
I
before.
think they were 5 years then.
I've never seen them talk. If I were down, I wouldn't mention her at all till the end.
I don't think anyone understood why Livy was chosen, but...
Yeah, it's a good way to keep yourself in the game, isn't it? If Mina thinks you trust her 100%.
To me, it's a risk of crocodile tears, the sort of overacting.
Is that it? Is Linda's time up? She almost got halfway, which, to be honest, based on episode 1, is quite the achievement for her. Hey, go on, Claudes.
Boys, lower me. Thank you. If you all speak your truth, I will give you £5,000.
What, 5 in total or 5 each?
We'll start the mission with a shield. Your job is to keep hold of it. In pairs, you must secretly mark who you don't want to be protected from tonight's murder. One of you must pick up this bucket and place it behind them. The marked player must then guess who they think is responsible. If that person guesses just one of the guilty pair, then both of those players lose their shields and they're out of the mission immediately. If the marked player guesses incorrectly, they have to give in their shield.
I think I'll probably learn by following along. That confused me.
Are left standing with shields. Please put on your masks and prepare for the ceremony.
Yeah, I didn't really follow that. I feel like I just struggled to process that.
I will now select 2 players' names from this pouch to find out who's going to go first.
So these 2 are going to mark someone. And then that someone has to guess who marked them. I think Anna can guess Fozia. I think that's too obvious.
You're whispering so loud. I'll just agree. Let's go for Anna.
Actually, I didn't see what was in the bucket, if I'm honest.
Does that matter?
A player has been marked.
Were the contents of the bucket relevant? Oh. Oh. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Oh.
Stop. Oh, for God's sake. This is so gross.
I mean, it's just Nickelodeon guns, just in blood red, right?
Anna, who do you think doesn't want you to have a shield?
Everyone says, oh, I feel like there's a target on my back. Girl, I know there's a target on my back.
Yeah.
I have a letter to prove it.
There is now.
I need that shield.
But he didn't die last night, which is interesting.
Anna, I'm afraid you are incorrect.
Okay.
Please hand over your shield to the fire and leave the ceremony.
And leave. She doesn't even get to choose someone. She doesn't even get to gunge someone back. Okay. 2 good players, I think.
It smelled like off milk, but it was also a bit pooey as well.
A bit pooey.
Jake, who doesn't want you to have the shield, please?
Linda.
Jake, you guessed incorrectly.
Oh, you bastard.
Who doesn't want
Yes,
you to
Freddie.
have the shield tonight?
I'm just gonna guess Alex.
Freddie, you are incorrect. Joe,
I kind of wished it weren't speedrunning this bit.
Okay, I'm going with Linda then.
incorrect.
Oh, I knew it! I knew it!
Who do you believe doesn't want you to have a shield?
Was.
You are incorrect.
I know they've got to keep the show moving, but I'd be so interested to hear everyone's thinking. Both in who they're picking to be gunged and who they're picking as their suspect.
For me, it was
That's
really important.
smart.
Shield. I feel like we have to go for Mina because we are both close to Mina. She will never suspect us.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, Mina's gonna freak out, isn't she? Oh, she's not having a good time.
Dan, any suggestions?
It wasn't me.
You promise?
Promise.
Leanne?
Go on, Dan.
You promise?
I promise.
Wait, was it you?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Frankie.
That is in.
As if she asked both the people who actually did it. That's incredible.
Protected from murder will remain a secret.
Yeah, I lied, and we got away with it.
I mean, lying is part of the game. In fact, it's almost the entirety of the game. That's fair, you know? That's actually true. as if he's laughing.
Alexander, you have been
I really like Alexander.
Was it you?
No.
fucking Leanne.
Alexander? Correct. The other half was Lisa.
Oh, is Lisa about to save Linda?
I was hoping she was going to ask me to confess.
Yep. He went to whisper and I went, Frankie.
Oh, jeez.
How come barely any of that was in her hair?
Wasn't me.
I don't think Charlotte, I don't think Dan. So I think it's either Alexander or Alex. And I'm gonna go
Who was it with Dan?
for Alex.
Incorrect. A player has been marked.
You dirty bastard.
Look at that, that's like right on top of his head, isn't it?
Dan, was it you?
Alex, incorrect. A player has been marked.
Linda leaning into it. You think it was Alexander? Yeah, it might have been. So he was close, that's why they showed the 50-50, yeah. That makes sense.
Socia.
Correct.
The two train evacuees.
Huge congratulations.
I needed that today. I needed a win.
By completing the ceremony, you have...
Don't lick it, Linda! Charlotte didn't get gunged. Did Charlotte gunge anyone? Or was she just safe for the entire game due to luck?
Do you think everybody's going to be honest about who picked who?
No. No, how the heck? Why would you? Frankie described the smell as like sour milk mixed with poo, and then you cut to Linda licking a bit of it off her lips. Like...
Did you talk to Frankie and tell her?
No. Have you told her?
No, I think I probably will. Would that upset you? Would that make your life harder?
Not if you just said it about yourself.
Okay, well, I'll just do that.
Nobody is bound by any rules for any of these games. We can all do what we want.
Absolutely not. It's the game is the game is the game, and that's okay.
So, and I don't really feel guilty about it, to be honest. I got a shield.
Yeah, well done.
I think Dan's going to end up out just because of the way he plays, but I really like the way he plays. The way he plays is kind of the purest form, in a way, of the traitors.
It was me.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I took a decision to be transparent, to try and build as much trust as possible, especially given that people might believe there was...
And she said, I know.
Pages.
I'll be one sec.
I know you're hungry.
Okay. You're going to need it.
Oh, Leanne's going to dob Dan in.
But I literally can't look you in the eye. Why? Because it was being done. And I'm sorry. I genuinely didn't think that... No.
That actually really upset me.
No, I'm sorry. I know.
Oh, come on.
I looked you both in the eye.
I know. I'm sorry.
Is she acting? Or if she's acting, then she's playing well. If she's actually upset...
Thank you for being honest.
Literally can't look you in the eye.
Me and Dan are day oneers, you know, he's my scouse brother, so I'm really disappointed in him. I don't like being in the dark with the people I'm supposed to be trusting.
I mean...
Wrong move, Dan.
Yeah, but you can't kill him now, because Leanne will know it's you. Oh, I think this is going to get spicy.
I'm hoping, like, the person comes up and tells me, but I don't know.
Are you still going with who I think you're going with? Yeah.
Lisa having just lied when she was claiming she can't, like, she's confirmed faithful because she isn't going to be lying because she's a priest, might take some of the heat off Linda, but I still think Linda's going.
I'm convinced Linda's a traitor and we need to get her out.
Linda is at risk. Dan broke my trust. I feel really let down by him. I will happily throw him under the bus to try and protect Linda.
I don't think that's going to go well for you, Mina. Take the feelings out of it. You've been playing well. Yeah, Anna's still going to have a bit of sus on her as well. This one's Anna, Linda, and Lisa, I think. Probably Linda, though.
We're always talking about this whole thing of looking for evidence. You know, we don't know what's evidence, we don't know what's not as evidence. I actually have some real evidence that I think the faithful are going to be super delighted to hear.
I'm not so sure about that, Anna.
So, 2 nights ago, my name was brought up by loads of people at the round table. The next night, my name wasn't brought up at all. What happened in between was I got a letter from the traitors. They tried to recruit me, and I said no. Okay? Because I knew what was going to happen. I knew that they were just going to bring me up again, and then I was going to be stitched up. And these people that had said from day one, oh, I suspect Anna, I've always suspected Anna, I was going to have to stand there and say, I'm a traitor. So I thought to myself, all I can do is just try to look out for the faithful, okay? People brought up my name and then didn't bring up my name. and we need to look into that. It's the only hard evidence we
Who
have.
brought up your name?
Yeah, go on.
Was you Alex?
Yep.
Was you Lisa? And was you Linda?
Oh! another mark against Linda.
I'm sorry, but like, it would be mad for me not to look into it.
The reason I wasn't going to bring up your name, Anna, is because I seen the emotional reaction afterwards, and honestly, I thought there's no way.
I'm sorry, Linda. I know I'm speaking to you again, but this morning in breakfast, you came in, and then you started crying over Livy. I didn't realise you was that close.
Yeah, I was, absolutely.
Was she? Was she?
No.
Livy actually brought your name up.
I didn't know that. I thought we were really close, and I looked at her as a daughter. So actually, it's really upsetting.
Oh, yeah, she's gone.
You're going under the radar. You barely say anything at the round table.
That was sort of my strategy. You learn a lot from looking at people and listening to what they're saying.
I mean, that's
Can I ask you
true.
a question, Linda? Did you mark me today?
Absolutely not.
Dan, did you mark me today?
I did not.
Someone is lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've asked you both straight in the face, and those are the only people left over.
I told you.
Yeah, no, but you've both told me.
So why do you think it's me and
Because
not
I
these
don't-
guys?
It's a matter of elimination. It's not
Yeah.
anything personal. I'm just eliminating to the two.
But why haven't you eliminated us?
Because someone did it. It wasn't an invisible man.
It could have been any one of these people.
Alexander has come up to me and said he did it. He hasn't said the partner. I am giving, if you are a faithful you, the opportunity to say, it was me.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely not lying.
Alexander, would you say who it is or no?
I'm playing this game transparently, but also with respect for other players to play it how they wish.
Yeah, but we've got to try catch a traitor, man.
Oh my God.
Why they
Well,
lying?
okay,
Why they
let's do it
lying?
this way. How valuable is it?
It's
As
at
an
the moment,
evidence
it is.
traitor?
It's not valuable at all, because there's...
I wouldn't be putting you in this position if I didn't believe it was valuable. And I swear that. And
This could be why they
Let
lying.
me say something. It was me.
Right. Right, there you go.
Why?
Okay, because I'm playing my own game. You're all being quite self-righteous.
But you're not on your own.
I don't care. Fine.
We are a team, is the thing.
Listen to him.
Because we are.
You know, if you are a faithful, then this is your moment because it doesn't look great and it's really like betraying.
Listen to him. I'm sure he'll explain exactly how I'm thinking about this at the moment.
I'm here to play a strategic game. I don't have to tell everybody every thought or every action that I make in this game.
We're not asking for that.
Dan, I'm not putting you on the spot, but like I see you as like one of the very few people I trust.
Yeah.
Like 100%. And I looked you in the eye around there, like you all knew how I felt about the thoughts of getting gunked. And I said, I looked you in the eye and I said, Dan, you promised me it wasn't you. And you said, I promise you it wasn't. And then I looked at Leanne, and I said, Leanne, promise me it wasn't you.
She said it
and
too.
she said she didn't, right? No, let me finish. Let me finish, because that's actually really upset me now.
Okay.
It makes me feel uncomfortable that you wouldn't just say a picture. I don't care why you picked me, but I just think it's weird that this has all happened and you've not said.
I will be as cutthroat and competitive as I can be to get a shield. That's why I marked you today, and that's why I marked you, Mina, as well. I picked you because I didn't think you would suspect it was me. I really wanted that shield. That does not mean I'm a traitor.
But
And
then
I
why
wanted
not
a
say
shield.
that?
Because we said we don't have to say what happened in that mission. There were lots of people who said, you don't have to say, you don't have to say. But now everybody's like, oh, you know, all about the team.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, how many people have confessed?
Like, I cannot trust you. I really can't.
Willingly,
trust you
too.
You're a traitor.
Right?
Because of how you've conducted yourself.
2 have confessed, right?
I play the game in a very different way, clearly, to everybody else here. And I own that.
Why is everyone not bothered about everyone else? Only 3 people survived that.
Lisa, can you not ask God for some guidance? Because we're struggling down here.
Oh, it's not going to be Dan, is it? There's so many people that were gunked and haven't found out who did it. Why does it only matter who did Mina and Frankie? Why does it only matter about Dan confessing? It's such a weird group mentality.
I've voted for you, Linda.
Okay.
For reasons discussed earlier, I just think it doesn't add up.
So I voted for yourself, Linda. Shock horror. For the reasons I've already stated.
To be fair, he's not been voting just for Linda.
You, Alex.
Okay.
I most suspect you.
Linda, I found the behaviour this morning strange, and therefore, Linda, I've gone for you.
Oh, he changed his mind though. He scrubbed something out.
Dan. I voted for you. I just feel really betrayed by you, to be honest.
Okay.
I voted for you, Dan. I need to be around people that I trust.
I've gone with you, Dan.
Is that more for Dan now?
I voted for you, Leanne. We're obviously doing something wrong in terms of getting the traitor, so I thought I'd try something different.
That's fine. He should have brought it to the table.
Well, I didn't.
Linda, I have voted for PokÉBEZA.
I love Dan.
The whole way you came in, I thought it was really, really strange. I'm going with my gut on this, and I'm not listening to anybody else.
You probably should have and realised that that Dan was going to get a lot of votes. And Dan should have voted for Linda, to be fair. There's got to be some strategy to it.
If you're lying to me, I've trusted you up until today, and if you just are playing a weird singular game and not as a team, then that's not the way to play this. And Alex, I'm sorry, but I'm not convinced about either of you right now.
Linda, I have been unsure of you from the start, so I'm going with you.
Come on, we need an update. I've lost track. Is Linda and Dan level, or is Linda ahead?
4 for Linda, 3 for Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone for you, Dan.
Really? Wow, I thought she was a lock on Linda.
Dan,
No way Dan's going. Are you kidding?
I voted for yourself, Dan.
Wow, I'm genuinely stunned.
I voted for you, Dan.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment, Dan.
Guys, just remember, we've all only known each other for a couple of weeks. You know, don't take things too personally. It's just a game. This has been an absolute pleasure, and I've had a fantastic time.
Go on, Dan.
I am faithful.
That was such a ridiculous reason to vote someone out. I can't believe Linda's made it halfway. Like, how? What is this series? It's great, it's fun, but what on earth is it?
He was such a strong faithful.
Yep. Yep. That's a big get for Mina not having to deal with Dan at any point.
Linda did have a bit of a battering around the table. I really need her to be on her A game. I don't want
This is her A game.
Protecting somebody who is clearly a traitor.
This is Linda's A game, Mina. Drop the dead weight. Recruit someone else. Recruit Leanne. Drop Linda.
I didn't vote for Dan because I thought he made a point. Like, he was playing it a different way. But
Yeah,
and I
he
don't
played
think...
a selfish game, but he wasn't afraid.
It wasn't even selfish. It was just smart. Everyone insisted on playing as a team, but you don't know who your teammates are.
Do you know what? I don't care anymore. I am so exhausted. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. No, what I'm saying is I'm so exhausted now. I can't...
Look at Frankie with the de-escalation. Love that. That's why she's in my Fate 5.
Playing the game. He doesn't think as a team. He thinks that's just a way.
No, it's not even not thinking as a team.
I've been at the round table, and although I felt massively betrayed that Dan lied, I still felt that he was a faithful.
People taking quite innocuous things way too personally, honestly.
I'm about to give the traitors a secret mission.
Oh, is this the public kill? Oh, we love a public kill. Let's go.
Before the night is through,
You and your fellow traitors must select 4 players in plain
4?
sight.
to play a deadly game.
Oh.
The losing faithful will be murdered by the traitors face to face.
Face to face?
Wow.
In the bar, you will find a portrait depicting the scene of tonight's game.
You must write the name of each player you wish to compete on the portrait.
To do this, you must use the peacock quill, which can be found in the library. No, look for it. I can't. I've looked around. I can't see it.
I feel like drained.
Uh-oh.
We are literally the worst ever players in the history of this game.
I mean, maybe not individually, but as a group.
Actually, I'll sit here. Oh, he's right in front of me. Put it in here, because I've got a really... That's it.
Why don't you, instead of whispering, have an out loud conversation about who you suspect and say the names? They're being so conspicuous. If anyone sees them, just even in passing, they're gonna be like, what? What are you doing?
I'll start coughing loads if someone comes in. You'll have to stop.
Just greet them loudly. Like, you don't have to start coughing loads. You can just be like, oh, hey, Freddy.
Come on, let's go. Get a drink.
Uh-oh. Oh, is it all gonna crumble?
Jelly beans, come on.
The bar's this
Hang
way.
on, jelly beans first.
Uh-oh.
The bar, where is the bar?
Well played, Mina. What you doing? Oh, no one caught her. I can't believe no one caught her. What? Where did Fozia go? She's like, the bar's this way, guys, and just never went in the bar.
For 4 very unlucky players, the night has only just begun.
Do we get to see it in this episode? What time is it? I know I don't normally clock watch, but yeah, I need to know. I guess that says Leon. She took so long writing it, and it looks like that. It looks like Lean. Leon, Alexander, Fozia. Good pick. Good picks. And Anna. You know, solid picks all around, I think, there.
Where are we going?
They're just getting kidnapped.
Why us? Why us four?
Why not? You're all strong players. It makes sense to me.
In front of you,
Like, as a player, I would just look around and be like, yep, 4 strong players.
they are death cards.
Okay.
However, just a glimmer of hope. One is a life card.
Is it...
You will all take it in
Chase the ace.
and swap a card with another player. Whoever is holding the life card at the end of that round escapes and lives another day. The person left seated at this table will face murder.
Elimination style.
Look at your cards.
Is someone taking notes? This looks like a fun game. We should play this sometime. Yeah, it only takes you a second to look at your cards. I would have actually picked up my cards and looked at the other players before my cards.
I'm gonna grab this one off Ozzy.
I mean, Fozia is letting you know where it is, guys.
I thought, shall I ask for it back? And if I do, Alexander would have said, well, I'd like that card. And then Leon would have clicked on. And I just thought, after the round table today, she deserves to be here. So I let her keep that card. Leon's on the right.
She's guarding that card.
Yeah, I will take the card closest to me, please.
Let's go Fozia.
Mmm.
My bad.
Please reveal your cards. Place them on the table. Anna, you have the life card. Please leave the death match.
I thought Fozia was sus of Anna, though. So why did she let her live? I know she had a stressful time, like, recently, but you're supposed to be hunting traitors.
We play again.
I'm gonna go. You're right, please.
Leon, I'd like your left card.
Yeah. Sure?
Yep.
You sure? See, Leon can kind of king make a little bit there by deciding does he want Fozia or Alexander to survive? Because he's out. He's got no swaps left to make.
Alexander, this card was...
So does he want to tell Alexander?
Fozia's left card.
Her left or your left? You did it well last time. You defined it as who was closest. The card that was closest.
Players, please reveal your cards. Alexander, you live to see another day.
Okay, that's the cliffhanger. Okay, I like that. So, thoughts. Thoughts, guys. I can't believe Linda's made it halfway. First thought. I can't believe Dan... Right, can we talk about the Dan thing? Like, we really need to talk about the Dan thing. Dan tipped Gunged over 2 people's heads. Yeah? Dan then lied about whether or not he had done that to earn himself a shield because he was really clearly desperate to have a shield and survive tonight. So that's one point pointing towards him being potentially faithful, is the desperation to hold on to the shield. But the other thing is, and I wasn't like keeping track, maybe someone in chat was, someone who's watching live could let me know, who else got Gunged poured over them and then guessed wrong? Because no one seemed to care about anyone's gunging except Mina and Frankie. Now that might be an editing thing, because Dan got banished, they focused on the people that Dan gunged. Fair enough. But from what we've been presented, I can only go off what we're presented in the final cut of the program. It seems like an awful lot of people got gunged and don't know who by. And therefore, a lot of people gunged someone and haven't told them. And yet, Dan doing it was a problem. Why? Like, I don't understand the group's logic there. I feel like Mina is probably one of the best traitors I've seen in any format of this show. I feel like one of the main reasons Linda has got halfway is because the Faithfuls are doing a really bad job collectively. I think there's been individually very strong players. I think Dan, great example of a very strong player. I think Fozia is a really strong player. I think Leon is a really strong player. I'm trying to think who else that's maybe already gone. The Doctor, why am I blanking on his name? He was one of my favourites, and then as soon as he's gone, I've just forgotten his name. I feel really bad for that. But he was a really strong player, I feel, as well. Like a really smart, switched on, kind of attentive player. But he was just under so much strain from quite early in the game that he didn't get to play to his full potential. But my point is, there's been very strong individual faithful, but as a team, as a collective, they're not reading things in a way that makes any sense to me. Like, some of the things they're seen as suspicious. Like, this is the last time... I can't guarantee this, but this will probably be the last time I talk about her in this manner. But it's just a good example, because she's gone from the show now. But the way Livy piled on Ellen for being emotional... and that might be a sign that she was a traitor, feeling guilt. And then proceeding to be emotional in every subsequent episode over pretty much anything. Like, why are you pushing on someone for being emotional if you are the sort of person who responds emotionally? I don't understand the logic there at all. Like... And like... Another example, Maya pushing on Freddie for saying what he said on the raft. I agreed with Freddie. I don't think it was smart to say it, but when Freddie said, I hope they fail, what Freddie meant was, I don't have a shield, and so do you, Maya, by the way, neither do you. If they fail, sure, we lose out on a bit of money, but the kill becomes a lot more broad. And who died that night? Maya. Freddie was right. Like, what he said to Maya was right. It was proven right immediately because Maya was then killed. It could have been, and I think Freddie was the second choice, to be honest, because he wasn't majorly sus until that round table. Yeah, just a lot of weird thinking on the part of the Faithfuls as a unit. I think individuals have been having good thoughts and stuff, but they're not the ones that are catching too much traction. I think the only time it really felt like the basis was good but wrong was maybe Tyler. I do feel like Tyler didn't look great in how he was playing the game at times. Not because he was playing badly necessarily, but because I understand how some of his plays could be interpreted as not necessarily faithful. Obviously, the push on Armani was great. Like, well played. Like, yep, they got her, and she kind of got herself, let's be real. But yeah, all the other stuff, the fact that the only person they really had any actual information on at all was Linda in that first round table, and they didn't vote her off, kind of set the tone, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think. I'm genuinely stunned that Dan went in today's episode. He wasn't even on the radar for me. He didn't seem to be on anyone's radar. And then all of a sudden, people are just like, "Oh, you poured Gunged over someone, like, and lied. Must be a traitor." It's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I play too much social deduction where good players lie all the time. Maybe that's it. Anyway, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're watching us on live on Twitch, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Been lovely spending the time with you. If you're watching this on YouTube, link to the Twitch is in the description. You can go check it out and watch along with us. Leave a like if you're on YouTube, subscribe if you're new here, share with your friends. It's all greatly appreciated. Also, check out the Patreon. You get early access to the edited version of these videos, and you get access to the full unedited versions of these watch-alongs if you didn't manage to watch them on Twitch. So yeah, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.